Lisa Marie. I hope you are perfect, whole, and complete. I hope your day is beautiful, and I hope I am a part of that beautiful day. So, I've been on the media fast. I mean, I watched probably one or two things for a few minutes, but I'm on a media fast. And of course, construction would start. I'm released and let go of so much. And sometimes it's more than I know or knew that I needed to let go of. I didn't even know it was there. Let it all go, y'all. Whatever you're mad at, whoever you're mad at, whatever you don't feel good about, whatever you're ruminating about, worrying about, it ain't really worried about you. And it's time to let it all go. The detriment of not letting things go is it will affect your body, it will affect your mind, and it will even affect your spirits. It's not worth it. Anything that happened to you, and you still ruminating about it, holding on to it, upset about it, angry, sad even sad, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not what life is supposed to be about. Life is supposed to be about going through stuff and letting it go, learning from it and going to the next thing. Because there's always a next. There's always a next. There's always something else coming. And dependent upon how you reacted or accepted or responded to the last thing is how well you will respond to the current, present, or future thing. Let it go. Ways to let it go. Take a period of time in each day where you're just quiet. Some call it a talk fast. Just be quiet. If it's 5 minutes, great. If that's what all you have, but if you have 50 minutes or 30 minutes even, and do a thing where you do your best. I was gonna say try, that's not my favorite word. So do your best to be quiet a little longer each day. So if you do 10 minutes today, then tomorrow do 12 minutes. You know, we're not trying to push you too hard, right? Because it's a practice. Hey, Khadijah. We're not trying to push you too hard because it's a practice. And perfect practice makes perfect. I had a friend who took capoeira, and I used to go to some of her trainings, rehearsals, and that's what her teacher used to say. Not just practice makes perfect. He said perfect practice makes perfect. And a lot of times we want to practice incorrectly we practice things all the time. We practice anger, we practice sadness, we practice resentment, we practice regret, we practice sadness. We are practicing and we are perfecting. But I think perfect practice is being more aware of what you're practicing. This is all about self-awareness. I mean, I think this has been a thing that I've been feeling for the last week at least. And I know it's been what I've been talking about in my membership group and my master courses. Perfect practice makes perfect. So we are going to practice better. Let's see who's here. Shanika. Shanika, I hope you can stay around because I know I'm sure the trolls may be coming and became silent. Oh my God, sister, I took time out 7 days ago, became silent, and it caused such an uprise for my friends and family. They got mad at me. I believe that. People are so afraid when you go within. And I know it's because I always feel like people know the effect they have on your life. And I'm going to say even the negative effect, sometimes more than you do. And they know that if you got quiet, you might start thinking. you might start feeling. And you might start realizing that they really have no place in your life, or they have a place that is, oh, like I like to say, that is not the front row seat. They don't have a front row seat to your life. And they are so afraid of that because, they've always had a front row seat to your life. How dare you not want to tolerate those things? It'd be very interesting, whatever you feel like sharing, sis, that what revelations or things came to you, particularly about the friends and family members that were upset that you even did it. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much, Shanika. Vic, that's not nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. Are we getting the people out? Okay, we can't. Shanika's doing the best she can. Hello, we love you. Thank you for doing the best you can. One friend got mad at me and said I was an alcoholic and drug addict. If allowed, I don't smoke or drink or do drugs or even drink caffeine. So now, is that a friend? And maybe you needed to see, because that's kind of insanity, right? To make up some, that's very specific and outrageous. And maybe your friend is those things. Maybe your friend is experiencing those things. And it was, your silence may bring out things in people that they've been holding in for a very long time. Or projection, right? They want you to feel as bad as they feel. So by putting something on you, now they feel bad too. Or they hope that you feel bad too, and they feel better about you feeling bad. These things we call our friends, we have to watch out for that. We really have to watch out for that. That place, they had lost so many friends. I called her out on how she treated me, but it did no good. Yeah, so I'm done with her. That's the best thing. I think silence is, maybe it makes us all a bit fearful, right? Even the person who's practicing the silence, as we now, thank you for expressing that. It also makes other people uncomfortable, but I think it makes us uncomfortable too, the thought of it. That's why we don't do it. It's so good for you. It's so good for you. It's just, that's all I can say. It's like taking a bath in an ocean 7 days in a row. It's like a cool breeze on a hot day. It's like being thirsty and drinking that first cup of water. So isn't the best tasting water? It's the best. That water is the best. You'll be singing the praise of that water. It's so nourishing, I guess is the word that I'm using or thinking or feeling. It's so nourishing. And we have to nourish ourselves. And if we, it's interesting that the tradition, right, in some places have been, when we're going into the new year, we party, right? So basically when we come out, instead of staying in. Now some people do different things. Some people go to church, right, or something like that, which actually could be very good way to bring it in. I'm saying if you're religious and that's your religious affiliation, it could be good. But it's to just kind of take on that. You can just be silent going into the new year, and especially that New Year's Eve day, right? That day before the New Year day, that would be a great time to go silent. And silent doesn't mean you're doing nothing, right? It could be you're silent and you're reorganizing, or you're releasing, you're cleaning your house, you're writing in your journal, you are in your head, you're chanting, you're releasing, you're mantraing, you're affirming, or you can write the affirmations down. Yeah, it's so good. And then I'm gonna tell you, it's something about being quiet after you do a deep cleaning. I did a deep cleaning, the New Year ritual. You clean your house, but you do it deeply. You get rid of, either you're gonna keep some stuff, you're gonna donate some stuff, or you're gonna throw some stuff in the trash. And it sounds like I'm only speaking on the physical, but I'm really speaking on the metaphysical as well, and the spiritual, the mental, right, and the physical. So if once you do that deep cleanse, if I could make a suggestion, and thank you so much, Shanika, you getting it, because you know they come in the morning. Once you get that deep cleansing done and that deep cleansing out of the way, it's like there's so much more clarity. Because releasing those physical things, nothing is physical first. And I would argue with everybody to say, if they say it is, nothing, including you, is physical first. Even the very chair that you're sitting on, or the bed that I'm sitting on, was a thought in someone's head, a thought in someone's mind. So nothing is physical first. Big thing to just, think about for a second. Nothing is physical first. And although it may seem mental first, I believe it's spiritual first, because you were spiritually created. In a sense, you kind of created yourself in some ways. You made a decision to come, and you made a decision with the divine, and the divine is spiritual. And then you came. And I know you're like, well, if I made a decision with the divine, then wasn't I already a physical form? Or no, you were not. You were a spiritual form. You were a spiritual energy. You were energy, but energy does have power, like electricity. Even the wind. You can't see it, but it's there. Is it physical? You can feel it, but is it physical? It's energy, because they even make turbines and use the wind for the turbines to power things up. It's alternative energy. So everything is physical. So if you let go, so that means the physical is attached to the mental and the spiritual. So if you let go of something physical, especially something you held on to for a long time, the best ones are the things that you can never, you have the hardest time letting go. That winter coat. That's the one that you bought on a whim, and you said you're going to have an occasion to wear it. That dress, those shoes. It may seem like it's a coat, it's a dress, it's a shoes. But, it's so much more, isn't it? It is the thing that you holding on to in hopes that one day you'll fit it, one day you'll wear it, one day the special occasion will come. But in actuality, it's taking up the space for something that really is what you need right now. Maybe it even is a lesson is, do we ruminate even too much on the future? We know that most people ruminate on the past, but do we ruminate too much on the future, where if I go in this closet and I wouldn't wear this today or tomorrow, or in the past, I haven't wore this yesterday or the day before. Of course, it's weeks and months, sometimes even years. Would I wear this now? Because the now you is not the person that may have bought that dress or shoes or article. The future you don't even know what the future you is like. Yes, you can create it, but you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's going to be. You don't know. All you know is what's happening now. And what's happening now is you don't like that dress. You don't like that shoes. So let me, what I'm going to do is, because Shanika, I know you can't do everything. Okay, okay, Rebel Lady. So I'm going to close the chat. And I can't see the thing. My moderator was there, but it's morning and people got things to do and places to go. So I thank you, Shanika. Thank you, darling. I know the ones looking, just ignore the chat if you can. I know I had to hide it, so I know that's easier said than done. But for those that get it, okay? The physical. And if you don't like those kind of things, you can always join my membership group. The link is in the description box. There's a $5 level and a $10 level, or $4.99, $9.99, and we will never have trolls or anything like that. So that's a wonderful way. If you say, I want to get the message, but I feel like it's being convoluted because of all the trolls, then that's the way to do it. And for me, I just hide the chat so that the trolls won't get in the way of the live stream. Remember, they really just want attention. So once you don't give it to them, they go away. They just do it because it's a waste of their time. They want to waste your time, but they don't want their time to be wasted. So when they don't feel like you can see their chat, you'll see them go away. There's no reason to stay. And think about it, if they do stay, then they're getting the message. You never know whose lesson is involved. You never know who you're healing. So if they stay, they get the message too. You know, everybody is energetically drawn to exactly what they need. And sometimes you say, well, you mean I was drawn to the abusive relationship, I was drawn to being fired, or the abusive boss, or, you know, I was drawn to these things because I needed them. Oh, yeah. Whatever works, whatever floats your boat at the time. So we attracted every single thing for our own good. And it's an eventual good. It's not a good for now. It's not a good right now. But I think the more that we start living in the now and letting go of the past, and you can do that through the physical, which I was saying, because the physical represents the mental and the spiritual. It's just going the other side. It's just going the other way. So you can go from physical, mental, or spiritual, but you never really are going from there. But you can delve into the physical as a pathway to the spiritual. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You can say, you know what? I having a hard time getting close to the spiritual. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. That's what you might be thinking. I don't feel like I can feel it. I feel like it's too hard, it's too much work. So, and I just don't know how to do it. But what I do know how to do is deal with what's in front of me. You might be more tactile, where you need to touch it. And then that's still a gateway to spirituality. That's still a gateway to your higher self. Because really there's no past, present, or future. Therefore, there's no now, then, and tomorrow. It's all now anyway. That's just the easiest thing. And most people, religious or not, spiritual or not, can relate to that now is now. So that's We Your Greatest Power. That's the book by Eckhart Tolle called The Power of Now. Another book by Ram Dass called Be Here Now. Another saying, I think it's a Zen Buddha saying, don't just do something, sit there. And a lot of times we're more inclined to sit there when something has occurred in our physical. So we're not negating the physical. I'm saying use it, or it'll use you. When you start getting ailments, start feeling off, start feeling sick, getting major things, and there's nothing that should indicate that you would get these things. You're healthy, you get out, you get fresh air, whatever it is. So you're going, what? What happened? Huh? How? Because your spirit wants to get in touch with you. And the best way for your spirit to get in touch with you is for you to be silent. And let me tell you about the sister that got off. You don't have to look at, you could just listen to the words. So you could turn it away or move it away and just hear the words. I know it's not easy because I have to read it, so I hear what you're saying, but that's why I just cut it off and then I'm back in the groove. That's just the physical appearing real. That's just the physical appearing real. Don't worry about it. It's par, physical appearing real. It's par for the course. It's part of evolution. It's part of change. The ones that don't, everybody want change. Everybody want healing. Everybody, even the trolls, everybody's looking for something. Everybody's looking for something. The only thing that a lot of us don't realize, the trolls included, there's something that's inside of us. It's not outside. It's not that temporary. You know what? like trolls look for temporary gratification, right? They look for to rile somebody up, and then they feel good, but they got to do it all day long. They got to keep finding other content creators and continually doing it. What a horrible life to live, because they're looking for something. When people do drugs, they're looking for something. When people self-harm, they're looking for something, and what they're looking for is God. And God in many different forms. That's a weighty word, so I don't always like to use it. They're looking for peace and serenity. They're looking for love. They're looking for just something to make them feel like something. They just want to feel. A lot of people have an inability to feel because of childhood traumas or occurrences. They really are the ones that, because feeling is so natural, and when you're not able to feel, even if in your state, a distorted state, you still know that this is not natural not to feel. So sometimes they need a harder, faster dopamine hit. And a lot of times, because they're toxic, the dopamine hit will come out very toxic. Because it's a toxic trait to continually need stimulation when it doesn't suffice you. So doing drugs is actually kind of like that. The high is so temporary, and there's a lot of people that are addicts say the temporary becomes the high itself lasts less and less. The time is reduced because it's never as good as the first time, as many people say. It's never as good as the first time. But it could be. Life, that is. It could be better than the first time. It could be more better than the first time. But we have to let it all go. Whoever hurt us, and this is such a great time to do that. It is that forgiveness. If you don't like that word makes me a little bit uncomfortable as well, but I'm going to be okay with that word. But I want to go into the forgiveness, because I know I was like, you don't have to forgive people that do you wrong. Well, you kind of do, but you can't do it artificially. You can't do it when you don't feel it. Your body's not tricked. Your body's not stupid. Or your mind. Your mind knows you're faking every time you do something. You have to move into that state. And it's just, to me, it's like a state of just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it being mad. It's not worth it ruminating. It's not worth it being sad. It's like, I still got to live this life. You know, it's not like the universe, when you say, oh, I'm sad, I'm angry, the universe just takes you out, so you're out of your misery. The universe says you still got to live. And the living is, what is living? Living is, most of us call living a quality of life. We don't call living just being alive. Because a lot of us know you could be alive and not living, and that's a horrible feeling, isn't it? That's a horrible feeling, to be alive but not living. So whatever they did, however they did it, when they did it, who did it? Because that was a big one. But it was my mother, I would say. Oh, it was my... Or it was my sister, it was my brother. I mean, because that matters to people. It's like, or I used to say, it's not what they did, but how they did it. It's all excuses. It's just the same anger. Do you know, I believe that there's only one anger, and we just put intensity on it according to who is the cause of it, or so we believe. Because anger really is not somebody else made you angry. You can even say what somebody did triggered me. Because then it takes more of a responsibility that I was affected by what somebody did. But I is the operative word. They can't make you mad. Even though we all say they made me mad, that made me mad, I was so mad. Okay, well, no, you reacted. It triggered something in you. And what we got to do is figure out what that was. Because like I said, everything that comes to you is for your good, even if it doesn't look that good. It actually is for your good. So what do you have to do? You have to decide what is for your good. You have to, this is your free will. This is where you come in. You get to decide what's for your good. You could just have good. You can go from peak to peak, from success to success. I mean, you don't really have to ever stay too long in the valley. Most of us we done visit the valley, we got intimate with the valley, we done overstayed in the valley. We have to, but how? It gotta let it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the past. It doesn't matter if the past was great. It doesn't matter if the past was terrible. What is that doing for us now? It's doing absolutely nothing. No, worse than that. Nothing does nothing. There is nothing in this world that is not having an effect on you. There's nothing that you're not experiencing, whether it's experiencing watching the news, experiencing watching gossip, that is not doing something to you. So nothing does nothing. Everything does something. So when somebody say, because I said oh, well, what is that? Let's just say being angry. What is that doing for you? Nothing. Being angry at somebody else. What is that doing for you? Nothing. You could say that this, because it is doing something to you. It's doing a lot. It could be damaging you too. You could say, me being angry at them is doing nothing to them because it's not affecting them. Because most of the time they don't even know you're angry. They don't even care. Now, you could be a powerful person and you could be so angry at a person, and especially if they're younger than you, which is, that's the worst, and you can affect them. Because now they learn how to not make you mad, even though they never really made you mad. Their presence alone, you're angry. Maybe you're angry because you was a young mom and maybe the husband or father left and the child, and you're raising your child alone. Now, young and impressionable people in your anger fields will be affected. But the most of the people that we're angry at is usually not the people, sometimes it is, don't get me wrong, but we can always leave an abusive home once we get of age. But you're still angry. You left. You left the environment, but you are still angry. You're not with the people, the clan. They're not with you, but you're still angry. That anger is doing nothing to them, but it's damaging you on so many levels. And before the damage gets any worse, before the damage becomes irreversible, you have to let go. And when you let go, you say, because it's not worth it, because I'm the only one suffering. Because let's say that you're not the only one suffering. Maybe they're suffering too. It doesn't make your suffering easier because someone else is suffering. And if it does, that's not healthy. I think when we want people to suffer, we don't want to suffer though. But we got to know the moment we wish suffering on anybody, oh my God, it's going to happen to us because we are the most powerful. We are the one carrying the wish. And as the universe says, your wish is my command. So when you're wishing bad on others, and I talk about us good people that wish bad on others, we do. We call, oh, I want them to get calmer. No, you don't care. Let it go. And one way to let go is physically get rid of stuff. Mm-hmm. But another way to let go is to, as my rebel lady, I think was the name, is to get real quiet. And then do like a body scan. This one is very important. I want you to do a body scan. Body. And when you get real quiet, go through your body. Is there anything that's feeling off, out of place? Is there pain, discomfort? And then identify where that pain or discomfort feels like it's coming from. And sit with it for a minute. And once you've identified where it's coming from, dialogue with it, even if that's mental. You might not use words, but you can. It could be journal writing, that's dialoguing for sure. And ask the pain or the discomfort, why are you there? And notice where, if it's the eye, the left eye, the right eye, if it's the shoulder, wherever it is, specifically whatever it is, the hand, what side of the body, just really get intimate with the discomfort the pain. Just really get comfortable with it. Thank you for the thumbs up. And once you really get comfortable with it, you can forgive it. Forgive that part of yourself. Forgive the past. Forgive anything that has anything to do with that. It's beautiful. We can do it. We gotta do it. I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from a revelation that I've had just this morning, epiphany. It's not worth it. It is a whole amazing and beautiful world and life for you to be had, for you to have. And that anger and that pain, it's not even real, to be honest. Because as easily as it came, if that's even the right word to say about those kind of things like pain or suffering or heartache, it can just as easily go. But it can even go easier. You're not upset. You don't care. You're happy. I'm not souping you up. I'm not trying to make you feel better, although, of course, I want you to feel better. I mean, yes, but that's not what we're doing here. I want to stop whatever's coming. I want to nip it in the bud. I want us to do the work, to go so deeply within that we love it there. Because we know that as above, so below, as within, so without. So if we can go with the within, oh my God, the without is going to be beautiful. The out is going to be beautiful. That's what I really want for us. And I'm going to practice today. I'm going to practice every day. I've just, every time I get that urge to run, like, oh, I got to go. Maybe I'll go to the countryside. That's still a little bit running. Spirit said you can do the work right here. You can do the work right where you are right now. I like the end of the year time. I can't remember in the States, but I'm sure I did too. I forget a lot about the States. I've been in Ghana for almost 6 years, and I'm sure it's always been this way. That I like this because as much as society tries to make this time about getting out and seeing a bunch of family members, some of them are very toxic, and partying, right? A lot of partying, especially, God, that's in December, and partying, and, all this out stuff. I don't feel like that. I don't think I ever did. I think I went out on New Year's Eve in my 58 years. I think I went once, and I was like, I'll never do it again. The energy be off for me, just don't work to go out. You should go within. It's a great time to do some new things. And listen, when you get into that new year, New Year's has a interesting vibration because everybody expects it or hopes, because expected would make it happen. I think everybody believes will make it happen too. So everybody hopes that it's going to be better than the last one. That from that 31st to that first, somehow everything that ever happened to you will go away. It's a great thing. Metaphysically, it's powerful. It's not a bad way to think. But the thing is, it's not so much the things that happen to us. Remember, we'll start from the beginning. It's how we respond to it. The new year is still going to give you things to respond to. And I want to, but I'm not trying to make you say, I'm going to end this making you feel very good, but I got to say that I think even as spiritual people or metaphysical people, we put a lot into somehow we got to get everything that's old and out, including internally, in order to have this new year. It's almost like a bargaining chip. God, I promise you, God, I'm going to make a deal with you. If I get rid of all this stuff and people and I hurry up and heal, and I do it all and I forgive and everything, will you promise me that next year will be great? And the universe is like, well, why are you looking at a calendar that some things take more time? Will you promise to continue to do the work? Will you promise to continue to go with spirit? That's what the Most High is saying, because that's all you need. So if you're overwhelming yourself with trying to get it all done before this January 1st day, I would say, yeah, it's okay. It's a good effort. I mean, why not? We do we use our time doing other things, so why not? But I don't want you to feel like you didn't do something. That's why the new year didn't start off well. A lot of times I find, and I've noticed, and other spiritual teachers probably have maybe taught you this as well. A lot of times when you start going into the deep recesses of your mind, body, and spirit, a lot of things come out a little chaotic because they were down there for a long time. They were hidden for a long time. So you might be working on your prosperity and abundance and lose your wallet, or somebody takes you to court. I'm sorry, I'm not putting it out there, disputes. Let me tell you so you know. You might be working on getting a better home or a better car, and the car breaks down, and the home, they sell the building or something. I know this don't sound good, but I really, because I want y'all to be realistic, because I want you to know what's happening. Because everybody thinks if the year starts off with something like those things, then you did something wrong, and then they will say it's going to be a horrible year. Don't do that. That's I think what I'm really telling you is that you actually, and then they'll stop doing the things they're doing. They'll stop the meditation, the silent talk fasts, right? They'll stop the exercise. They'll stop the diet change because they thought that you just starting these things, okay? But they thought that those things was going to make the guarantee that the first day at least of the year was going to be good. It never works like that. The thing is, you're supposed to keep doing those things no matter what, only go deeper. Because now you're going, okay, I've gone down there, I opened up the door. And there was a lot of stuff against that door, or at least wanting to come out. So now it's coming out. Some people get diagnosed with something at this ease. And they think it's a curse and they give up on everything. No, you eat better even more and you exercise even more consistently. Some people almost are looking, I believe we create the tragedies so we don't have to commit to the new changes. See, let me tell you what was happening. I started this new fitness routine. I was serious about it. I did everything. I bought the new fitness clothes, the new fitness sneakers. I got DVDs, whatever. I'm old school, y'all. I'm watching YouTube, and I was ready. Let me tell you something. And guess what? My daughter, whatever, or my son, or let's just say my coworker, or whatever, my car broke down. And so why can't you exercise? Because, girl, you ain't hear me? The car's not working. I couldn't even focus on exercise with the car not working. And I don't even have money. I don't have money for the car to get fixed. So you think I was doing some exercise? Oh, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe all that happened so you would exercise. But instead of getting in the car, you're supposed to walk because you need to walk. Maybe it's because you're supposed to be still so you can do the exercise at home, put in a video, watch a YouTube exercise. You're supposed to really go in. Maybe you need a new car. Maybe a new one is coming. But no, that's not what we do. We stop it. Oh, the diet. And let me tell you, I was on it. I was getting my food. I was having my organic foods delivered. And then I got a toothache. Okay? So, girl, I just couldn't eat that food. I couldn't chew all them greens. So I made me some, I got ice cream instead because it was easier to go down. I had a Twinkie because it was soft. No, you should have juiced. You should have did smoothies. I know, because it happened to me. It happened to me in so many ways. So I know that vibe. You're looking for excuses not to implement the new changes. Because it's so much easier being the same, or so you think. But that same road got a place that's going to lead you. And it's not going to be to happiness. And when I say happiness, I don't mean something intangible. I mean, it'll lead you to the opposite of happiness, and you'll feel it. And nobody want to feel it. That's when we get serious, when we feel something. So don't wait till you get something. And if you already got something, you can get rid of that just by feeling something different. That's how they say that how many people, 90% or whatever, I'm just throwing out statistics, that might not be statistic at all, but there is a statistic around how many people, how long they will take to stop doing what they resolved, the New Year's resolution to do. The gym is packed at January for the first month. By February, it's tapering down. Because, well, you know what it was? Why I stopped going to the gym? Oh, well, why? Because it got cold outside. But it gets cold every year around that time. You already know that. But you still made the resolution, so the cold don't matter. So what? It's cold, you don't exercise? You couldn't exercise in the house? Like I said, I exercise in the house. So there's plenty of YouTube channels. And you're on YouTube. I know you are on social media. I know you are. Oh, I got this ache. I got this ache. It's because you're not doing that thing you promised. An ache is trying to remind you. It's like, I'm going to ache you. I'm going to be a pain in your ache. I'm going to be a pain in your butt, your back, your shins. Because you said, there's another part, because you said that you wanted me to be stronger. Just your back or your butts or your legs or your feet. I mean, mine too. You said you wanted me to be stronger. And now I want to be strong because I don't like looking or feeling or like this. But then you use the very thing, so now it hurt. I said, you know what I said? I said I was going to work on my leg, but it hurt. Yeah, but we already knew that because you told me it was hurting that. And then I suggested that you do yoga because it'll strengthen it so it won't hurt. It's hurting because it's weak. So you got to make it strong. When I don't exercise, if I miss a day out of the schedule, I feel pain. When I do exercise, I don't. Because when you feel in pain, it's because you're not using that muscle. So you're not strengthening that muscle. So that muscle is becoming weak. So everything you do is too much. And the spiritual journey, we have to be very consistent. Because another thing, we want to see results in 2 weeks, 2 days. And then don't get it twisted. Some people, like especially with exercise, yes, 1 week they look like $1 million because that's genetics. But you could look like $1 million too. It just takes longer. Who cares who gets to the finish line first? Really? I mean, really, unless you're getting paid, you're some professional athlete. You're not none of that. You're just another girl on the IRT, child. But you're really not. That's what they see. You're extraordinary. You're amazing. But you got to do extraordinary and amazing things. If you're doing the same thing, that irks me so much. When I see talented, amazing, spiritual, just amazing people that can be so much, and I just watch them do the same exact thing. Nothing, they're not willing to change anything. Oh, I was about to go into this serious change. I was about to go into a 3-day fast. Let's say. Well, what happened? Because I never did. Girl, my car, I was there. I think it's like that. My air conditioner went out. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, but why didn't you fast, though? I was just worried about that girl. I had to call a serviceman. Yeah, while you were fasting, though. Did you call him while you were fasting? Sometimes we get so afraid of doing something like a fast of any type. Somebody needs to fast. And there's all kinds of fasts. I don't just mean food fasting. What we'll do is we will actually create something that will prevent us, or so we think. If you don't have a good friend that's going to challenge you, we actually get so afraid that we will create something so we don't have to do it. Or we will create something so we'll have no choice to do it. But if we created it, then most likely we're avoiding the new thing that we set, the New Year resolution. We're avoiding the new thing that we said that we want to do. It's not it's not time to be passive or like just act like it doesn't exist or that you don't need to change on the mental, physical, spiritual level, that you don't need to let go of this. It's let's let that go. Let's be serious about our changes. It could be fun. I notice when I'm in my darkest places or challenges, and then I go on that spiritual journey, and it becomes very disciplined, very orderly, very intense, very focused. I learn to enjoy it. I become more creative. I become more healthier physically. My skin looks better. I think differently. I kind of like the spiritual life. I kind of like the spiritual devotion. I prefer it. I'm more aware. I'm more present. I can hear myself think. I can talk to myself in so many ways. Mentally, I can talk to spirit. It's something that you feel. You walk down the street, but you're not really down that street. You're not really taking in all that is going on around you. Synchronistic things happen. I don't think you're giving up as much as you think. You're giving up a life that is not worth living. That a life that you don't even want to live, your own life. You're giving up boredom. You're giving up the same thing happening all over again. You're giving up the lack of change. You're giving up all of that. What are you holding on to? It's not even worth it. It's not even why you're here. So I have a membership group. If you don't want to deal with all the trolls, you can click the link. And I have master classes. I'll be announcing a new program that's coming. I keep saying every day because I'm going to sit and really get it together. It won't start till February 1st, so that's good. I don't rush the courses, in other words, or what the courses will be about. I let Spirit help me to do that. And I hope you do too. So get quiet. No matter what's going on, no matter if it's construction outside or let's get quiet right now together. How about that? Let's do it. Let's listen to every single thing we hear. Because it doesn't have to be quiet to get quiet. Misconception there. And as you're in your quiet state, I want you to think about, because that's where a lot of times it's not very quiet up there. I want you to actually think about things that make you feel good. And sometimes it could be the very moment of just this silence, and you're enjoying that. Even the child in the background speaking. The sounds of life outside. The movement of people. Let that feel good to you. Because you are alive. You're in the body. You are here now, right now. All the sounds are happening in the moment. So don't think about anything else but what you hear. Not so much even what you see, just what you hear. I don't have a view of trees right now. I have a view of like this brick structure, which is actually better because sometimes you can, if the environment is too serene, too idyllic, it actually is distracting. Oh, look at the trees, they're so beautiful. Is that a bluebird or a purple bird? No, sometimes the brick wall is the best meditation. So I want you to use not so much your sense of sight, but your sense of sound in the moment. Because you're not going to hear something from the past or hear something in the future. You're hearing right now. The fan. I just want to train y'all. That's why I'm not allowing y'all just to meditate, because I want to get you in the groove. Identify. I'm going to identify what I hear. I don't know if that's the wind through trees. That's a child. I heard a horn. What that is, plane, maybe. Yeah, plane. I think, maybe not. I hear the fan for sure. And every once in a while, take deep breaths as you're just focused on what you're hearing right now. And take as many deep breaths as you need. If you need none, take none. Don't be forced. Loose and easy. That was the plane. It's gone now. Close your eyes. You can keep them open. Open and close them. And just let it feel really good. It might be the most rest you get all day is this moment. But you're listening. Don't forget to listen, because you want to be present. Sound helps you stay present. So don't focus on anything else, because the monkey mind will come, jumping around thoughts. Focus on the sounds, and really focus on it. Just identify if you want or not. Wonderful birds singing. And just feel really good. Feel really good about this moment and this time. Just make it feel good, no pressure at all. You deserve this time. You deserve it. And your body and your mind deserves it too. Nothing disturbs your peace, not even sound. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. Just let it feel really good. Notice when different sounds stop and others begin. Notice when there's a moment of quietness and how your body reacts to it. When the sound on my right stopped, my ear popped a little, like it was different. It just feels so good. And breathe when you want to breathe deeply. I could stay with y'all all day because it feels so good. It really does. I mean, it feels so great. I love this. Now, I want you to practice meditating if you wasn't already doing it. Meditate with, this is guided, okay? So meditate with your eyes open for a minute. Because nothing disturbs your peace, not even things you see. You notice that you'll be able to look if you focus on me, because I'm focused on me. I'm not looking out the window, nothing, right? If I continue to stare at the same thing, you can go into a very deep meditation to the point that you're not even staring at the thing that you think you're staring at or the thing that others think that you're staring at. You're not even staring at that. You're staring into space, and you are space. You're staring into your soul. That's what you're focused on. Staring into your soul. But just call it space. Just call it staring in front of you. Nothing else. Don't make it heavy. You've done it before. You've stared, and people say, hey, what you looking at? And you wasn't looking at anything. You was inside. You was seeing the inside world. Do it now. Stare so much, almost not blinking, but blink naturally. Just blink naturally. But continue to stare. It's great to do this in the mirror. Stare at your eyes. Just stare somewhere in the face. Just stare till you're not looking. Till you're zoned out. And breathe as natural. And try to keep your eyes open as long. It's more powerful now. You can close them when they get too heavy. And close them when they get too heavy. Get intimate with every part of yourself, especially your body. Breathe heavy when you need it. Breathe deep. You'll do this enough, you'll enter into a trance-like state, nothing to be afraid of. It's a natural state. Before we didn't know how to be there, go there, do it anymore. Keep breathing when it feels natural to breathe deeply. Allow. You're just staring into kind of space, but you're gone now. You're in the zone. It's a beautiful place to be. Close your eyes when you need to. Just let go. Very blissful place to be. If you wanted to do a little bit of silence, you just did it. You just did it right now. You took your moments. And perhaps tomorrow we'll come back and do it again. It could happen. It could happen. I love you with all my heart. I want to thank you for a very beautiful time spent. And let's continue to take moments to be quiet. I taught you a few techniques to control the body, but not control the body. Focusing on the hearing and focusing on the staring. And you'll see a big difference. Tomorrow we'll have silence, but we gotta prepare for it. Or we'll go out, our mind will be somewhere else. All right, I love y'all. Let's see, I'm sure the chat, child. We just gonna see how bad it is, okay? Hey Opal, how good it is. Hey, it's Jasmine, yay. And not bad, see, I went there, how good it is. Doing drugs is just like that. That's right, Shanika, right? Thank you for sharing. Hey, Rashid Cleveland, good morning. Sandra Chuckles. Okay. All right. It looks very good up here. Shanika said, I don't even have my contacts in yet. The trolls got me on my toes earlier. I know. They come out in the morning. Okay, went out to lunch and she has not changed. She's a narcissist. This lady is full of knowledge. Oh, thank you, Deleante. I prayed and accepted Jesus. Oh, Merry Christmas too. Good morning. Good morning, George. She is a witch as in spells, most likely. So I'm done with her. Good for you. Yeah. You let it go. Keep letting it go. You keep letting it go. You're doing great. I'm very proud of you, Rebel Lady, and everyone else that came in. All right. I'm hungry. So I just want to give you a few tips and then I'll go. So this is how you bring that meditation into the rest of parts of your daily life. Daily is you eat, you sleep, you poop, right? You pee. I mean, those things are daily, right? If we're lucky. So I'm going to go eat, but I don't listen to anything and I don't watch anything. I used to. So I want you to do that. I want you to have your meal after this, the first meal you have on your next meal. Don't put on nothing, the YouTube, not even my voice, nothing, because when you do this is mental, or this is meditation, so you have to go within. So just eat, prepare your meal, and eat in absolute silence. And tell me how it works out for you. Please thumbs up the video. Also, if you're watching the replay, please give a thumbs up, a like for sure, but also a comment and with emojis. They're beautiful. I love the love. And also, if you want to donate, you can always do that. That's always a good thing. And I'll see you tomorrow. And we will be prepared for meditation when I come see you tomorrow. I love you with all my heart, ladies. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.